No frontin', no faking, that's what you be doing. And in my hood, we call that studioing.
Yo, man, we back at it like crack addicts with bad habits. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
As y'all already know, man, what it is, man. No Studio Podcast. Your boy Geechi Gotti, man, with my dog, man, in the building like always. You heard?
Come on, man. Hey, Craig, I don't want to take your job on your day off, homeboy. Nah.
Hey, that's crazy. Craig off Friday. Craig. Nah, but shout out Craig, man. You know what's under the weather. Won't be on this episode, man. You know what I'm saying? Get well soon. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how this weather be acting, man, and be getting us all sick. I done came through some shit myself.
Bro, everybody sick right
bro.
now, like,
yeah, this weather ain't no joke, man. I think Cali colder than it usually be around this time, so it's kind of throwing everybody off. And then I had like some food damn near poison. I think that was something Craig was dealing with too. But like damn near, like it's just a lot of like just different things going on. I know I was sick because when I just went to Chicago, it was so cold. And I remember when I got back from the plane, it was like, I'm like, damn, and I'm sniffling and I kind of, you know what I'm saying? I already kind of went with like almost sick, like getting over it. You know, right. You just barely get right, and it's like, boom, I get thrown right in a blizzard right after coming over.
Get thrown in a blizzard from a little metal tube in the sky, man, full of everybody's bacteria and germs.
Come on, man. Everybody on this bitch, nobody wearing masks. It's like, oh, man. You know what I mean? But I'm better. I'm back at it, man. Shout out, like I say, Craig. We got Lush Uno. Geechi Gotti.
Come on,
back,
man.
No studio, man. What y'all got going on out there? We gonna run it up. Y'all know I'm gonna start sharing it. We gonna leave while we sharing the broadcast everywhere. You know what it is, man. Y'all
like,
in the
share,
comments.
Subscribe, run it up.
Come on, run this up. Talk to us. Drop super chats. Give us topics y'all want to hear about, questions y'all want answered. We got y'all. You know what I'm saying? But nah, first and foremost, man, let's just chop game, man. It's Thursday. How your week been, bruh?
So, so far it's like I'm losing track of the days because it's a constant grind.
Yeah.
I'm dropping content daily. You feel me? Like, you know what it'd be like when you just caught up in that moment.
You in that vibe right now, yeah. Like the content game is like you feel pressure to have to drop a lot of content to stay like, because it's a lot of like not just podcasts but just content creators, and they kind of, you know, and you one of the hottest, you know what I'm saying?
Just the world moves
in the game.
fast.
Yeah, you got to keep this going. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't
ahead of the curve on it, then you know you wind up falling behind and then you get forgotten real quick.
Nah, for real. And you've made a transition too, man, from like being like super, because you super known in the battle rap space, but like it's people who just know you straight from like your content game now that don't really know too much about your hosting from the battle rap unless you put them on to it, but they just know you from, because I even got partners, I think they seen the last episode, he's like, oh damn, I fuck with that nigga Lush, like I seen him on, you know what I'm saying, other podcasts.
That's bro that got like fired on No Jumper. I know,
on the real. Hey, shout out my boy V3 though too, because he always talk, he fucks with you. Then he was like, man, that one episode when you got fired, he said he didn't fuck with that either. He was like, I ain't like that. He didn't like that on the hood. I'll be like, man, I ain't like that, man. But we do laugh though when you was like, nah, fool. Nah, fool. Was the crowd watch that shit? I say, this shit had me fool. Like, nah, like, yeah.
It's literally like that moment where, like, when your parents catch you with your hand in the cookie jar, you're not supposed to have that second
like,
dessert, whatever.
What the fuck?
Be like, nah, I ain't do it. Like, what?
Yeah, like, nah, that ain't me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ever been able to patch any of that type shit up?
At this point, it's looking like there is potential for
water under the bridge. It's
reconciliation, and like ultimately, I have to take responsibility for my wrongdoing.
For sure.
In that, like, I can't control however anybody else feel or regard for their actions, but I know that I could have moved more solid in multiple ways.
Yeah, nah, definitely, man. Nah, definitely, man. And that's dope and big, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, it seemed like you kind of maintained a lot of the relationships from that, you know what I'm saying, time period to where you didn't kind of like fall off with everybody.
No, not
like, you know what I'm saying?
In reality, the way I look at it, I was at that time, and coming from, I feel like I should have used my experience in battle rap and realizing that what we say in the mic and in the ring, it don't necessarily.
It don't even matter,
Yeah, and it's kind of the same thing as those podcasts, but it's a newer space, so people are kind of navigating that fine line.
That fine line like a motherfucker. Yeah, you trying to figure it out, you know what I'm saying? Because you got a lot of dudes that come from the streets, a lot of people getting behind the mic now. You know, they got people that's with them that's at these shows and things and got influence and telling them. So it's the same thing in battle rap, like you say, to where it's like you gotta tread like the right way, like on some like, okay, I know this is just entertainment, but everybody don't see it that, so let me learn how to, like you say, navigate through it to where it ain't everything ain't took it so personally. You know what I'm saying?
And
I
you
still
being
learned it.
Geechi Gotti,
Yeah,
people are not gonna come at you the same way they are Lush One.
Yeah,
because they know like the repercussions of talking shit to Lush don't hold the same weight.
Do you ever feel like that too, though? Just as you, like on some like, man, motherfuckers always, or do you, like you say, see it as accountability sometimes, that sometimes you might have put yourself in a position where motherfucker had to get tough with, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But what I feel is like this is, if you have to resort to threats of physical violence, there's nothing else for you to say in a conversation. Like you've been effectively outwitted, trolled, hoorooed, whatever adjective you want to use. You know what I mean? Like, so then it has to be like, well, all right, then let's squabble up. Like if you outwit somebody, they ain't gonna take it to that level because you big Geechi. You feel me? But Lush Uno, not being who
like,
I am.
You just more player with it, man. Nigga ain't aggression ain't coming with that. But for me, I feel like if long as you don't pick and choose, then there's no wrong. Like, okay, like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you somebody that's like, yo, if my brother disrespect me, I want issues. If the biggest nigga at the park say something that I disagree with, I'm standing on business with him. Then it's the same. Go to a nigga that might not even be on no gangster time. I'm still putting you in them signs. But if the biggest nigga at the park, he do something to you, you let it slide. If this nigga that's just on the same type of time you on, he do the same shit Lush did and you let it slide. Then when Lush do it, you ain't letting it slide. Then that's when it's a problem. It's like you got to stand on business all the way around. You know what I'm saying? Like, exactly.
1,000%. And then it's also like, look at it, being someone that I know I'm not really trying to, if it go to that, like, I really don't, my jersey retired, whatever I done did.
You chilling,
like,
you chilling.
Like, so I'm not going to take it to that level when it come down to it. I kind of need to be a little bit more responsible. Because at the end of the day, like, you feel me? Others, I ain't even gonna say you, but others might be really willing to, like,
to just crash out for some shit. You know what I mean? Like, go to the next level with it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, nah, man, motherfucker, like, you know, like, you know what I mean? Like, you like a like a godfather of sorts, man.
Like
as far as like an elder statesman, man. Like, you've been around this game, man. Hip hop, entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's the battle rap, whether it's just hip hop, music, podcasts, and all this, man. You've been around this shit for a minute. You know what I'm saying? People should know how to navigate, and you know what I'm saying, and know how to take certain shit with a grain of salt. Like you say, I mean that total disrespect, but I've always seen you being man enough willing to apologize for your wrongdoing. So it should never really get to a level of where it has to come to some physicality. You know what I'm saying? I think that's like the easy way out.
Right.
If you know what I mean, lack of better terms, you know what I'm saying?
And then just to further take accountability, me being an older dude, let's say I'm fucking bitches that are my age, right? You feel me? I'm fucking the bitches from my age demographic and all that. But then all of a sudden, let's say I'm 42, let's say I'm fucking 25-year-old bitches, right? The 25-year-old dudes is finna have some type of conversation around that, because now I'm eating off of their plate. Now you feel me? So with me stepping into a space where I know is dominated by people that are significantly younger than I am, like, all that other shit don't matter, because I'm fucking your bitch. Metaphorically.
Straight up, though. That was a dope ass metaphor with it, though. You know what I'm saying? Well, I get it, though. It's like, basically, it's like, you still kind of in their world. You know what I'm saying? Because of the times, you know what I mean? It is what it is. But you know how to, like you say, just all about moving around in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. It be a lot of shit going on, man, in this shit, man. You know what I mean? Like, well, we had some topics offhand. What you said you wanted to chop some shit up, man. Let's chop some shit.
Riffs. Mos Def, Yasin Bey, legendary MC.
Let's go.
First of all, Geechi, did you listen to much Mos Def coming up?
I fucks with Mos Def, man. Hell yeah, man. What's that? What was that song that I love?
Miss Fat Booty.
Miss Fat Booty. Yeah, come on, how did you know that was the one?
Which recently got sampled by what's his face? You feel me? It's now like a viral TikTok song.
I'm gonna be honest though. I'm a Mos Def. I definitely listen to his shit, but I like Mos Def in 16 blocks and some of the movies he played in more than the music. Like, I think he was a dope ass actor. You know what I'm saying? Brown Sugar. He's been in so many movies, man, that I've seen him in where I thought Mos Def was an incredible actor. You know what I'm saying? I'm like Sideboy, but as far as the hip hop shit, yeah, man, Miss Fat Booty, few records. You know what I'm saying? Him and Him and Pharoah Monch had that record I liked. You know what I'm saying?
The Oh No.
Oh No, yeah, that one.
One of the coldest Nate Dogg looks ever.
That one right there, man. Mos Def, Pharoah Monch, Nate Dogg. I think Mos Def killed that record. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I definitely know about it.
You being a few years younger than me, like to me, Mos Def, like when I was in high school, was one of the hottest artists.
Yeah, that's a fire fucking name for a rapper.
You the Mos Def. You better be fire.
Yeah, you feel me? I'm the Mos Def. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Most definitely crazy. You know what I'm saying?
So his entire catalog, going back to him and Talib Kweli's album that they had together, Black Star, was an amazing record. His solo record, Black on Both Sides, which had the Miss Fat Booty record, and you're talking some of the greatest verses in hip hop history and all that. With that being said, so he recently had a critique. Someone asked him what his thoughts were of Drake.
Okay.
And he basically said, I don't consider Drake hip hop. I consider him a pop artist. Now, my initial reaction is, it's kind of interesting, Mos Def, with all due respect, being the OG legend that you are.
Facts, though.
But you experimented with a lot of genres outside of hip-hop.
For sure.
After those records I mentioned, he had a whole project called Black Jack Johnson, which was like a rock album. You know what I mean? It's like him essentially doing a rock album. He did a lot of neo-soul music.
For sure.
You know what I mean? He did a lot of genre-bending things like that. So for him, who tried to step outside of the box to criticize another hip-hop artist who was able to transcend, I find that like a little bit strange.
Yeah.
Almost, I'm going to go on record, and if I'm wrong, with all due respect to the God Yasin Bey, Mos Def, like, I sense a little bit of jealousy.
Damn, the J word.
That's a strong word.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a strong word. And if I'm wrong, please correct me. This is coming from one of your biggest fans.
Yeah.
But to downgrade what Drake has done as merely pop, when he's literally been putting out some of the best verses that we've heard for a significantly longer time period than you were at the peak of your hip-hop MC career.
For sure.
I find it a little bit odd.
Yeah, man. I mean, for me, I think Drake is always that artist that people gonna have to. He the number one artist in the game. You know what I'm saying? So his critique gonna be the highest. It's like LeBron in basketball, Tom Brady in football. You know what I'm saying? Like, they critique gonna be the highest. Somebody's always gonna ask a question about them. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you're a rapper, you gotta ask, so how do you feel about Drake? If you're a ball player, how you feel about LeBron's game? You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna hear that. If you're golfing, they're gonna ask about Tiger Woods. You know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I think Drake kind of understands that. You know, like, he just went through that. What was that, Joe Budden a couple weeks back?
Yeah, the Joe Budden
You know
thing.
what I'm saying? We know earlier in his career, Common and different cats.
So he's gotten
you know
into
what I'm
it
saying? He done,
elite MCs.
Elite MCs. You know, so so I think he understands that. You know what I'm saying? Kanye's different people that had that. You know, they critiques of him. Kendrick, you know what I'm saying? Real like lyricists, you know what I'm saying? I have they critiques of him, whether he's hip hop or whether he's a lyricist or not. He always done heard that. For me, it's like, you have to give him his credit, though. You know what I'm saying? You have to, like, hip hop is one thing. I get what they try to say, the hip hop, the core of what hip hop is and all of this. But I feel like hip hop is just being expressive, man. It's an expressive art form. You know what I'm saying? And Drake expresses himself the way he does on these records, and I get the pop reference. He does make records that can be poppy. You know what I'm saying? That can be records that can be played by little white girls. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? But he also got records that can be played by dudes that's in the streets hanging. You know what I'm saying? He's just a well-versed artist who got range. And I think a lot of times people get stuck in the fact that every artist don't got that kind of range. So when you see an artist that can step into the range of, I can also, you know what I'm saying, I can hit you with a hotline bling, you know what I'm saying, but then I can hit you with that knife talk, you know what I'm saying, but then I can go hit you with this members only, you know what I'm saying, you feel me, then I can come back on some spin about you, and then I got 8 a.m. in Charlotte, so I was like, all of these different records, you know what I'm saying, you got something for the ladies, you got something pop-ish. You got something for the streets. You got something that's just all bars. You know, it's a little bit of everything. He just got wide range. So I think sometimes they think they take certain of his records and catalog it if that's all Drake got. You know what I'm saying? When it's like, nah, man, that dude, he's talented, bro. He kind of clicks on every genre. There's certain times where you can classify him as an R&B artist.
Well,
you know
I
what I'm
feel like
saying?
the biggest asterisk that Drake faces when it comes to these greatest of all time MC conversations is the ghostwriting allegations.
Yeah, I mean, of course, you know what I'm saying? But what he said, he ended that when he said, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man, y'all. What he say, man? That dude was working Kroger's, working double time. Y'all acting like he made the boy. I was trying to help the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I let him write a hook or something before and used it, gave him some dollars, man. Like, you feel me? And I'm like that. Trust me, I understand the ghostwriter people all day long. There's people who ghostwrite all day long and they help people out and things of that nature. But I'm talking about like in the sense of the way that the people act with it. It's like, and shout out to Quentin Miller or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm pretty
absolutely.
sure he's a cool dude. But it's like, if I'm, you know what I'm saying? If he said it on the other record, if somebody could making me hits, you know what I'm saying? It's like they need me.
You do the
know what I'm
record.
saying? Like, yeah,
Yeah.
you feel me? Like, come on, man. Like, it's like if he really got these hits and was writing all this hot ass shit, it's like eventually it's like shit. I don't need Drake. I'm about to nigga. Feel me? I'm gonna write it for myself.
And there's a lot of records.
Or give it to somebody else.
Or give it to somebody else.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Like to the point where you just be out here just rich off of ghostwriting and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like doing this shit to the T. Like I think sometimes people just use that over Drake the whole time. It's like, man, I know we don't think like Quentin Miller done wrote every line for this dude.
Well, and
you know what I'm saying?
on record saying like no one's ever written a single rap bar for me.
Yeah.
He specifically clarified that. Yeah. So like at the end of the day, who gives a fuck about a hook as far as like
a reference and things like that. And I think a lot of these artists, the reason they don't go so crazy because in this game, you know, in these big studio sessions and things, you get those dudes who be like, "Yo, this is the record for this is the hook we want on it," and dudes come with their own flow and their own record, but people be having records already set up. Like producers come in like, "This is for Drake,
right?
This is for Lil Baby, like this is like when they making it, this is already what it is,
already on
hook
it.
laid, you know, flow pattern laid, like yo, we wanted to come on there like this, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like man, come with something like that, and these motherfuckers already be having it, you know what I'm saying, for the most part. So I think I think that ghostwriter thing is kind of overran when it comes to somebody that's just out here making this many hits. So like, you know what I'm saying? Because at this point, it's like I know me, if I'm a ghostwriter, it's like, all right, man, like, you know what I'm saying? Eventually, I'm gonna try my luck at it. Fuck it, like I can write this. If I can write this many, man, and I can rap too. I know I should be able to do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'd have saved up my money from all them ghostwriting checks and got me a marketing budget and got me, you know what I'm saying? And got me in a nice right studio around the right producers. And boom, now I take off. Hey, I've been helping you as long as I could, Drizzy. I'm on now. You know what I'm saying?
My turn.
It's my turn. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think he done beat them allegations for me. But like, I can definitely see why people still bring it up because it's hip hop and like having a writer is like ultra no if you're a rapper.
Ultra, to the point where even like Jay-Z referencing big bars, like when you know he's clearly not biting.
They always was calling Jay-Z a biter. Like, oh, he biting big, he bites big. Like he can't pay homage or nothing. He biting big. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
like if you were to like start a verse like, well, it's a knockout.
I bet BG.
You feel me? Like,
now I'm biting them.
Then you bite, but you paying homage to an elder statesman from your region that you feel me?
Yeah,
like,
that I connected to. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. But I think Mos Def was kind of out of line with the statements of that to me personally. And I think a lot of times this the thing problem with hip hop and the fan base of it is like it's easy to not like Drake. So a lot of times when you get people like a Mos Def say that, then you get everybody coming out the woodworks like, yeah, I'm telling you, Mos Def will rap circles around Drizzy and Mos Def will do this and do that. But it's like, if y'all feel like that, then why ain't y'all buying Mos Def albums when he dropping them? Why motherfucker ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and he not dropping them.
Yeah, like, but I'm talking about even when I'm saying even when he was though, why wasn't we making Mos Def one of the highest selling artists? You know what I'm saying? If you feel like he just got so much flow and got so much bars, and you know what I'm saying though, and he just so amazing as an artist, why motherfucker ain't like selling out shows worldwide
and not to use sales as a metric?
Yeah,
but Mos Def has sold 1.6 million records in his entire career.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's like would be Drake's least successful.
That's what I'm saying. And salute to Mos Def. He's still a legend. And he's
one of the GOATs.
And he's probably enjoyed his career as an artist. And I'm pretty sure his loved ones, he done made noise. Like if you walk down the street, people notice you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know you and know what it is. But I'm just saying, like for the or people that be like, yeah, he'll do this and do that. It's like, then why don't they support him when they is dropping records? Right. Why do y'all act as if somebody is so good and so cold? You know what I'm saying? Once they going at one of the GOATs, man. At the end of the day, career-wise, I want Drake career over Mos Def all day long in rap.
So does Mos Def.
You know what I'm saying? In rap, I want the Drake career all day, man. If I'm pop, then fuck it. You know what I'm saying? But I got the bag. I got the more of the bag. I got the more of the hits. I got the more of the awards. You feel what I'm saying? I got more of the legendary lines. You see me? I'm a fan of Mos Def. I told you the records I know, right. But it's like I can still name 20 more Drake records. You know what I'm saying? And I guarantee you, everybody in the chat can name more Drake records than Mos Def records, unless they just some fucking diehard.
And you a hip hopper. Most people that grew up in Compton
fuck with hip hop.
Be aware of those records you mentioned.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like niggas in the hood, in my hood, ain't listening to Mos Def. I'm gonna keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? That's just probably what it is. Like unless he just really a rap hip hop nigga like me, like just the average,
right?
The average motherfucker on the West Coast, if they being honest, probably ain't even tuned in to Mos Def like that either. Just cause how it is, just like he's one of those artists to where it's like unless you really into that shit, you ain't gonna really be into it. Just like if you in another region, it's West Coast artists who do probably like, oh damn, I ain't even heard of bro like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I heard him, but I never listened to his music type shit. You know
There's
what I'm
a
saying?
lot of people that don't look at DJ Quick and E40 on the same level that we do, but because of where we from, we're like, to me, those are two of the great. Sugar Free is
one Sugar Free for sure. For us, one of the greats.
Yeah,
one of the legends. Other people in other, you know what I'm saying, regions that act like, you know, he's not a GOAT or something. You know what I'm saying? I got Sugar Free over Mos Def all day.
Period. There's not
in my catalog. You know what I'm saying?
1 second.
I'm nigga, while you bullshitting, I'd rather give you my bitch.
But if I'd rather give you my bitch came on in Brooklyn, it might not have the same
effect, right?
As a Mos Def record.
Yeah, for sure.
As you feel me, like
Miss Fat Booty. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure.
But with that being said, I think that they might have just caught him at a specific moment and taken his quote out of context and sensationalized it, as media often does. Because Mos Def, he's actually like a hip cat. So out of anybody that made those statements, it surprised me coming from him. This is the dude that helped Odd Future crossover. This is a dude that was pushing for younger artists in the younger generation.
It's a cat in the chat, man. You know, it wasn't a super chat, but he said hip hop started in the park. Now everybody trying to chart, but it's basically that's real. You know what I'm saying? It did start in the park and people was rapping, but it's like for me, if you one of those fans who really just love diehard hip hop like that, ain't worrying about, you should be championing these artists and really supporting them, man. You know what I'm saying? You should be the outpour. They would be charting.
So hip hop started in the park, right? Hip hop started in the park. Sugar Hill Gang, you feel me? Like that record when it dropped, I believe it was 1979. Yeah. That's a charting record
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like The Message by Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, the Curtis Blow, The Breaks.
Come on.
These are all records that charted.
Yes.
Run DMC.
You had the chart.
So like
that's the goal, man. To get it out there, to get this music heard, you know what I'm saying? But for the diehard lyrical miracle rappers out there that y'all love and respect, like put the money behind them, man. Put your fandom behind them, man. Put your love for their style of music behind them, and we will see more of them doing more numbers, doing more tours, making more money. Like, let's celebrate them. Let's not wait till they going at another one of our stars. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, that's one of the biggest issues too, is we got to tear one down in order to big one up. Like, we got to tear Drake down to big Mos Def up. That's how a lot of the fans is drawing a line in the sand. I'm even looking in the chat. Oh, yeah, Mos Def will wipe Drake, drop the floor with Drake. I don't listen to one Drake. So it's like, so now you got to hate and deny how dope Drake is just to give Mos Def his love when you don't got to. You don't got Drake on no interview talking crazy about Mos Def.
Nah, he never would. That probably hurt his feelings.
Yeah, he probably fucks with Mos Def. Like, damn, Mos Def, one of them legends. You know what I'm saying?
Drake and like the way he looks at.
Like, I rocks with Mos Def. I'm pretty sure he do. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, he probably like got so much going on. Working, I'm busy, bro.
Right.
I ain't even got time to Like, yeah, like tell Mos Def hit my line. You know what I'm saying? Bring him out on stage, let him do Miss Fat Booty before we do the, you know what I'm saying? Before we rock this stage up in this bitch, you know? Like, but you know, the legends got to stop doing that, man. You can't be getting at these young artists because times evolve. It's just like everything in the world, man. Times evolve. Basketball was different. You know what I'm saying? Like football was different. You know what I'm saying? Every sport, boxing was different. Everybody sport evolved and people do shit a different way.
Ain't no Wilt Chamberlain putting up 100 points in a game nowadays.
Nah, come on, it's just different. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the, like you say, back in the day of any sport, in any sports thing, like basketball started off like a real team sport. You know what I'm saying? Like where everybody had to touch the ball to get the shot off, and then it got individualized when cats like Michael Jordan and them really revolutionized the game. You know what I'm saying? And then Kobe and them and took it to another level. Then LeBron, and then here comes Steph Curry changing the game from just where it was all about dunks and shit to where it became a 3-point league where if you couldn't shoot the three, you know what I'm saying? Like, and imagine how the league changed to where big men had to be in the post. Now you got the best big man, Jokic, and them, they pulling up from half court, knocking down shots. You know what I'm saying? And people are arguing, be like, man, Jokic can't stop a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, but that's two different styles, two different games. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't stop Kareem from being a GOAT, but that Jokic can do shit that Kareem couldn't do.
They moving the goalposts.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He pulling up from three, taking dudes off the dribble. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a whole different ball game, man. The game evolves. Drake is evolution. There's gonna be another artist after him that's gonna elevate it even further than him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just how this shit is, man. Here's got to give it up. What the super chat talking about?
$10 from Keo says, y'all bugging the fuck out. For y'all to both be legends in battle rap, y'all should know authentic art versus commercial. Yes, Playboy Cardi is better than Geechi. I fucks with both y'all, but stop.
Y'all bugging the fuck out. He said, y'all bugging the fuck out. Y'all should know the difference between what? Authentic art versus commercial. And that's, let me guess, Playboy Cardi is better than Geechi. This is what we're not saying. See, this is what you missing. When you saying better, yeah, exactly. Like, right, he ain't. But when you talking better, it's like we never not one time said Drake rapping circles around Mos Def.
No,
we never said that. We never said. But if we're talking about terms of success and what's been proven, then yes, you want the Drake effect. It might be somebody that ain't made it to the NBA that can outball LeBron.
Right.
But I'm going to follow LeBron's regimen on how to get to the NBA and how to become a champion in the NBA before I listen to my mans on the block who I'm watching drop 50, and I know he can do it, and he complaining about the politics of the NBA and how they just didn't let a motherfucker make it and shit like that because, hey, I was too real. I didn't want to play the, you know what I'm saying? Like yeah, that's cool. You was too real, so I don't want to listen to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so salute to the authentic art form. Don't get it twisted, but if we in the game to sell records or to like, so you want a motherfucker to work at Popeyes, but he keeping it real on the beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? He keeping it real on the beat, but he go to work at Popeyes because they ain't buying his records. Because,
but he makes more authentic.
But he keeping it authentic art. He gives the art is authentic as a motherfucker. But he go back and he asking motherfuckers, do they want extra red beans and rice and macaroni and cheese with the 2-piece? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Jolly Bees.
Like, come on, bro.
Glizzies in the fucking pasta.
But that be the fans, man, who like they can't fathom what it takes to be great. Like they can't like even when it come to battle rap, it makes me laugh sometimes. Like, it'll be fans who will say certain shit about certain battle rappers that's great at the top of their game though. You know what I'm saying? And be like, oh man, but such and such is better than me. He ain't as good. He ain't. Do you know what it takes to be great? You know what it takes to keep making hits, keep being at the top, being relevant, like outworking motherfuckers. Like, you know how much harder Drake works than Mos Def in hip hop. Like, if they talk about just work ethic, he's probably in the studio more, perfecting his craft more than Mos Def.
Bro, let's be real.
He probably in there right now looking for a hit, staying relevant, watching shit, and keeping up with what's going on in the game, elevating like, oh, this is what they talking about now. This the type of shit. Boom, like, I'm on that though. These are the cities that's popping. I need to go over there and make sure I'm making this sound and stay in this type of shit. Like, to be great, man, it take work, bro. Like, this ain't no overnight shit. Even in sports, nigga, if a motherfucker want to be the best, they gonna be in that bitch late night, still shooting, still balling. Like,
you wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
You gonna be doing that shit. Kobe wasn't the #1 draft pick. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan won the #1 draft pick.
And Bowie,
you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker had to put that work in. Like, it's like to show you. Like, so it was a time when coming out of college where a motherfucker looked at Sam Bowie and said, he's better than Michael Jordan. He's him. He's got it. He's the more authentic player for what we do. And Mike got to get on the court and prove, like, bro, no, I'm about to drop 60 every night. I'm about to go crazy on a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these fans, they want you to be so connected to what they think is realism and shit like that. And you know what I mean? Like, nah, man, I'm fucking working hard, bro. I don't fuck what you say, man. Like, hell no. Like, nigga, Playboy Cardi, if he's making more hit records than me right now, at the moment he's a better artist in the industry than me. He's felt the formula before I could find it.
Who would you rather do a song with if you're an up and coming artist? A lot of people, you know what I mean?
That's being real. I'm gonna get a feature from him before I would get a feature from me at the moment if I'm talking about getting the exposure. He's a more known artist at this moment.
And let's talk beyond exposure. Let's because a lot of people want to like pontificate and talk about hip hop and all this and artistry versus this or that. You can't talk history with me. Mos Def had a 3 to 4 year run.
For sure.
From the time Sound Bombing 1 came out in 1996 to Black on Both Sides in 1999. Maybe he had a couple features after that, a few years. That's a 3-year run of artistic excellence
for sure
in the field of underground hip hop.
Come on.
Drake, you got to use the same measuring stick when you're talking about Taylor Swift, Michael Jackson, fucking Garth Brooks, Led Zeppelin.
Come on.
You can't even compare him to other rappers at this point.
Bruh.
He's in his own galaxy.
Come on, bruh.
So to an extent, that comment was right.
Yeah.
But in the opposite way it was intended.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a whole...
Like, he's definitely larger than hip-hop as far as his reach.
Right.
But in that same sense, so is Snoop Dogg.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna tell Snoop he ain't hip-hop. But Snoop would get up there, make a pop record, make a reggae record, make a gospel record, make whatever kind of record. He's known all over the world through his music and his character.
My mother's 80 years old. Italian
Snoop.
white lady knows who the fuck
you know
Snoop
what I'm saying?
You feel me? Like,
the youngest kid gonna know Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I heard him say that in countless interviews. He named himself Snoop Dogg because of the dog, Snoopy. He knew that would be catchy. You know what I'm saying? He knew it would catch on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, this is what they watching. All right, boom, I'm Snoopy Dogg then.
his
Let's
original
do it.
name was Snoop Rock. If you
Come
really
on.
want to do your history, like, bring it back to the 213 days.
Let's talk about it. You know what I mean? So a lot of y'all get mixed up on, like you say, just the word, like I say. So I'm not mad at him, like you say, with the pop shit, because he is definitely a pop star. But Drake is most definitely still hip hop. He's hip hop, man. He's a part of his culture.
So let's say I want to hear y'all opinion.
Yeah.
In my opinion, the best Mos Def verse of all time is most likely his verse on the song Respiration. Okay?
Okay.
My favorite Drake verse is his verse in the Aston Martin Music remix.
Yeah.
Okay? Compare those two verses. Let's look at flow. Let's look at punchlines, delivery, metaphors, entendres, and what do y'all think is better?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, it's a really, really difficult. Those are two incredible verses by two incredible artists.
It's just two incredible motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
it's
gotta
just
give them
easy
that.
to be like, oh, Drake is weak as hell because it's easy to say that shit.
It's easy to say that, man, and then a lot, and it be a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, I seen somebody say Drake is a pop artist who raps. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what is that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
but that's the whole point. Like, Mos Def literally made an attempt to cross over to a wider pop
everybody,
audience.
that's what they all are trying to do. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It's to get bigger fan bases and try to make more money off of their craft. You know what I'm saying?
Like, if Pharoah Monch made that statement, I would shut the fuck up because Pharoah Monch has kept it hip hop.
The whole time.
He never tried to experiment with different genres or blur lines or do any of that. But Mos Def of all people,
and went nowhere. Shout out Pharoah Monch.
You feel me?
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He had that record though. You know what I'm saying? Oh no. You know what I'm saying? That I remember. But it's like, besides that, like, nobody's putting Pharoah Monch top 50 greatest hip hop all time.
And
not saying he ain't rapping like that.
Like, he is definitely one of the 50 best, most talented
Who
rappers.
you got, Pharoah Monch or Obi Trice?
Ooh, personally, I'm gonna say Pharoah Monch,
Okay.
but I can understand why the
I just named two fucking has-beens. You know what I'm saying? That's all it was. Two has-been forgotten about rappers who got bars though. Obi Trice rap like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, salute Obi Trice, but it's like, that's what I just like. Okay, who you got? Like, who cares?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like let's debate some real shit, man. Like, you feel me? Like Obi Trice, Pharoah Monch, like, who had the better career?
Right. And I honestly,
I guarantee like people in the chat can't even tell us who had the better career.
They probably don't even. A lot of them probably don't even know who either one of them are.
Man.
You feel me? But the fact of the matter is, Mos Def the fact that he's being mentioned is because JID has that viral song right now. What's it called, Levi? You know the song. It's on TikTok every 15 minutes.
Is that
the one that sampled Miss Fat Booty?
Is that the one where it's like, put the fucking...
Yeah.
That's the sample.
That's the same sample.
Yeah. That fucking shit is everywhere.
And that's why I feel like Mos Def's even being brought up.
Yeah.
It's because of that record, but that a younger artist made. So
they don't give it to the fans. They don't show that love to these artists though, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's so many dope, like Raz Cass.
There you go.
He's a better probably rapper bar for bar than Drake. Probably, you know what I'm saying? If we just talking just straight lyrics,
right.
But ain't nobody champion Crooked Eye.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't championing these artists. Y'all ain't giving these dudes no type of sales. Y'all ain't helping them at all. But you gonna sit there and be in the comments and be like, man, he's the dopest. He's crazy. Let's get it. Super chat. Let's get it.
The same person from Keo. Now it's $20.
Let's go, Keo. Shit, drop 100 if you really saying something.
Come on.
You doubled it. He said,
tell us how you really feel.
Tell us how you really feel, Keo.
Hold on. He said, Lush, we follow each other, so you know I fucks with you, but you just skipped Black Star, which put Mos on the map, and Geechi, ain't no metric based on hip-hop or Cardi is better than you. Y'all talking about money and you talking about the craft.
Okay, we talking about the craft. I get what you're saying. Salute. I don't think he's better than me either, but we're talking, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't think he's better than me either, like I said, but we definitely talking about numbers and analytics. Is still it's just what it is, bro. It's like right now. Okay, let's go to the NBA, right? Let's just use let's say I want to do this. Like, I don't want to say nobody like LeBron and them. You know what I'm saying? Because we know
older
those
or
dudes
newer
is,
generation.
Like just say right now that's in the league. So like let's say.
Like fucking Draymond Green.
Draymond Green, right? Let's just say Draymond Green, right? Okay, let's use Draymond Green. Draymond Green is one of the best players in the league, of course, offensively, defensively, and I'm pretty sure it's somebody on the bench that don't get as much time as Draymond.
Right.
That's probably a better player. That probably can score just as much. That probably can defend just as good. But right now, he just don't have the minutes to prove it. So statistically, when it's all said and done, Draymond Green is the better player.
More points per game.
More points per game, more everything. That don't mean that this dude can't go to in practice. He probably, you know, feel me, going crazy on them dudes. You know how many dudes be on a bench, the 12th player on the bench, and still be nice as a motherfucker?
Right.
Don't get a chance to really show it, and then you get to finally see them in the playoffs when it's their number get called and they ball out. You know what I'm saying? Look at Austin Reeves.
Yeah, exactly.
Boom. Nobody knew nothing about his game or nothing like that until he finally got his chance to showcase it, and then now he balling out. You know what I'm saying?
Back in the day with the Bulls, B.J. Armstrong off the bench,
shit like that. So it's the same thing in rap. If we're talking about, you still have to go by what's tangible, which would be the numbers. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't quantify who's a better lyricist.
Right.
No matter how y'all try to put it. Like, because if we say who's a better lyricist, Black Thought or Eminem, how can you prove?
That's a tough one, right?
You know what I'm saying?
That's a
Kendrick
real
Lamar or J. Cole, who's the better lyricist? How can you prove? You know what I'm saying? Oh man, no, J. Cole's the better lyricist. He has said these rhymes. Like, how can you prove that? You can't prove who's the better lyricist unless somebody literally is just a cat in the hat, Dr. Seuss style rapper.
Right.
When we've literally heard Drake on records where he doesn't really gas shit, so you can't say he can't rap.
And now look, you are obviously a significantly better rapper than Playboy Cardi. But Playboy, there's other skill sets involved in creating music other than just being a dope rapper.
I would be a better rapper than Young Thug.
Right.
Free Young Thug.
Jeff,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that don't mean he don't get in that motherfucker and know how to make better records at the time.
Exactly. And look, I used to have this argument with people all the time when they would criticize 50 Cent. 50 Cent knew exactly what he had to do to appeal to a mass audience and sell.
Facts.
You don't think that if double entendres and punchlines and polysyllabic rhyme schemes were selling, that he wouldn't have leaned into that more? He could. He's intelligent enough of a human being to have done that.
Come on.
Now, to address the other thing, shouts to my boy Keo.
Shout out Keo. We ain't mad at you. We popping shit.
No. We love this. But you said I skipped over Black Star. I literally mentioned Black Star twice.
Yeah.
And said that his greatest verse, Mos' greatest verse, is on the Black Star album, the verse from Respiration. So definitely did not overlook Black Star.
Nah, he definitely didn't, man. He said Black Star a few times.
So, you know.
You just listening slow, Keo.
It's all Gucci.
You know what I'm saying? You just listening slow, Keo. See, now y'all got me in this other debate bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, now they saying Young Thug is garbage. Like, I can't fuck with y'all in the chat, man. Y'all just, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just in here trolling now at this point, man.
At the end of the day, these are all subjective opinions. And like me, like, I love hip hop.
Yeah.
I love every single era. I love every single. I mean, there's specific artists I might not fuck with, but I love every genre, subgenre, motherfucking region, era. Like I don't just like selectively politic on who I fuck with. A lot of people, I don't consider y'all call yourselves hip hop heads. I call y'all golden era enthusiasts that are into nostalgia. You feel me? Just like you're just as bad as these young heads that are like, oh, I don't fuck with Tupac or I don't fuck with, you're literally just on the other side of the spectrum in that same debate.
Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Which brings me to another big debate that been going on
Talk
these
about
past
it.
couple of days, man. You know what I'm saying? Eminem, they say he can come back to battle rap right now, and I've seen people go online and say he would cook 90% of battle rap right now.
I think
if he
Mickey
came
Fax
back.
said that.
Mickey Fax,
Which is crazy because Mickey Fax would cook Eminem in a battle.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, and Marshall, you feel me? All time great. Shouts to M, but I really feel like
I think battle rappers like Mickey Fax would be the one who Eminem would beat.
Perhaps.
I believe, you know what I'm saying? Like me personally, somebody who don't do it on a consistent basis, Mickey Fax is the style that Eminem will come back and do. Like we just seen
Right.
Mickey Fax and Verb battle with no crowd right there. Dope battle, you know what I'm saying? Like they have some nice words or whatnot in there, but it's not like a battle that people are clamoring over, going crazy over, and running up the views on it. You know what I'm saying? As if it was just the greatest thing since sliced bread. That would be like the Eminem effect. It's some nice rapping, it's some nice putting some words together, but like in battle rap in this day and age, like motherfuckers want you to bring the building down with some haymakers. So now you need to be attacking with some angles that's really like soul piercing angles that like make you look at your opponent differently. You know what I'm saying?
Hands up.
Yeah.
Notice that this man just don't have his hands up.
You know what I'm saying? You want some of that type of shit going on in the battle. So I feel like the thing about it is, shout out to Mickey Fax because I get it, man. He got to stand on the side of the writers, man. You know, shout out to Pendulum, the school he got,
Exactly.
and all that. And Eminem he teaches that. And
Eminem,
Eminem, one of the greatest lyricists, so I don't expect him to go against it. But if we talking about just this day and age in battle rap, Eminem is getting watched, man. 90% of the time going up in there against any of these dudes. You got to think about what he's up against when you getting on this stage. He's had a life that's been more magnified than probably anybody's gonna get up there against. You know what I'm saying? So it's more things for the battle rap fans to draw from when they're hearing these bars. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like you're gonna talk about Kim. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna talk about his daughter. You're gonna talk about the trailer park. You're gonna talk about 8 Mile, Detroit, Dr. Dre, Eminem, 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna talk about
his entire
Slaughterhouse. You're gonna talk about everything he done been through. You got all that to draw from. White rapper back in the day, coming back to battle rap, all this different stuff to pull from, and then not to mention just the simple fact that you get a chance to just rap against somebody that's a GOAT. So now they're not only they're taking this opportunity to really sit there and there's so many Eminem flips and Marshall and Mather and Detroit and you know Aftermath and Shady and Slim and you know what I'm saying? It's everything. You got his albums, you got everything that he got so much more body of work to pull from, to make bars out of, to create angles out of, to attack from, to make punches out of, to where he would be overwhelmed in there. You put Eminem in there with somebody like Nitty, man, and he finna flip his name to oblivion, all of his names. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be by the time he done everything he done ever rapped about or knew about, we gonna be done with it. Put him in there with any of them cats, man, that look at Twerk. He gonna Tay-Rock. You know what I'm saying? Like he gonna T-Top. You name it. You know what I'm saying?
Anyone
I don't give a fuck who it is. Punchers gonna have a field day. Danny Myers, the Anglers, myself, Mook, they gonna have a field day. You know what I'm saying? The Pins, Lux and JC's and them, and they finna be in there pinning this shit like, man, like come on, knock it off. Eminem is fire, and I think his fan base, like I said, will overwhelm the votes. He won't lose on no votes.
The performance aspect
the
of
ticket
it
sales gonna go through the roof. He's gonna blow up battle rap bigger than it's ever been. Whoever he battles, overnight celebrity, everybody's gonna be talking about the shit he got to say to Eminem and what Eminem said to him. He's gonna be viral. He's gonna be one of the most known battle rappers of all time because he got to battle Eminem in front of the world. You dig what I'm saying? But bar for bar, line for line, this type of style of that we do, Eminem, he would tell you himself right now he not gonna beat 90%. Eminem will say that, and he probably watches this and loves it. He gonna sit there and tell you like, I can't do what they do not right now, like not to that level. Nah, this is the, you know what I'm saying? Like back when I was doing the Rap Olympics and all the shit he was doing, 1997 and all that. Yeah, 2024, he will get his old ass washed on that stage, man.
To be honest,
Come
though,
on, man, you better get in there with head ice or something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the real. And this noise is real. You know what I'm saying? He had to get there with them niggas, bro.
Keep it a full stack. Like within battle rap, he was never the best battle rapper. I mean, like the dude lost at Scribble Jam, he lost at the Rap Olympics, recycled rhymes in both of them. Incredible performances, but in the freestyle era, there was a lot of superior MCs at that time.
For sure.
Now, I'll go on record in saying I'll start with Infinite. From Infinite to the Slim Shady LP, to the Marshall Mathers LP, to the Eminem Show. One of the best album runs that an artist has had in history. And then let's put the cherry on top with his diss tracks against Benzino and all that. Like, unfuckwittable. But let's also look at, and it'd be unfair if we're not going to really judge it by a fair metric. Let's look at the artist that Eminem was beefing with. He beefed with Fred Durst. He beefed with Everlast. You know, he has other underground MCs like Cage and Necro. You know what I mean? Like, he had beef with Machine Gun Kelly. He had beef with Benzino. Like, where were the real tests as far as lyrical titans that you had to go against?
Come on, man. Let's just keep it real. Like, we just talking crazy. Like, we like, you one of the ghosts, man. Like,
easily.
Man, my favorite fucking record is Bitch, I'ma Kill You. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. I'm going to be another rubber dead but popping out of the mouth and shit. I should have said, you know, you don't want to fuck with me. Like, that was my shit. And his verse on, man, that was my favorite shit. That Big Slim Dog, 85 ball. Hey, that was my backup in the Easy Baby. Shady, he's so great. Like, Eminem got classic verses. I'll never take that away from him. He one of the GOATs, man. Rap god, lyrically just crazy, fire. Unfuckwittable, man. But we talking battle rap, bro. We got to just be honest. You get on that stage with what we do today and you are getting cooked, bro.
There's no take two.
Ain't no take two. Ain't no think about it. Your bars will be there. But it's just like any other battler that comes back. Like, you got to think, King Los, we've seen him come back. You know what I'm saying? And he's had some battles, and for the most part, like, he haven't had any stellar performance to where you like, oh shit, like, you know what I'm saying?
He was dope against DNA.
He was dope against DNA, and that was about I think it's about third one that he done did. You know what I'm saying? He had them came back about 2-3 times to finally even get enough to where you saying like, he was dope against somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like when you coming back into this space, it's not as easy as it sounds. Now, if Eminem is back 3-4 battles in and done got the wave how we do this, now that's dangerous.
Might be a problem.
Yes, but we talking first battle back, getting on the stage with anybody getting cooked, 100%, not even close. He dying. Second battle, he getting killed again. By the third, he done figured it out, and he gonna do better and probably can win somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Tell me, am I crazy and just biased as fuck to think that the Eminem battle that needs to happen, if it does, is Eminem versus Disaster? Is that just me as his brother talking, or because I really believe
that style is like the best shot for like seeing like Eminem really getting
at his best,
a fair shake too. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my nigga Diz, but you know what I'm saying? Like Diz's style like predicates what we want to see, like with that kind of battle.
I feel like that's the battle. If Eminem step back in the ring and he don't battle Diz, like it don't fully make sense to me. You know what I mean? Like
I like Diz and M.
I feel like that's the one. Like the only other people that would even make sense would be like a Lux or like a DNA. You feel me? Like
facts. He went at Nick Cannon, so maybe Hitman or something. Get up in there for him or something.
Hitman need that back fade. You feel me?
That back fade for him or something. You know what I'm saying? Daylight. Yeah, let's hear them super chats.
What they talking about?
What's the dirt? Donated $14. Said Geechi and Lush. This is fire.
Salute.
My guy, What's the Dirt? He got a crazy channel. Everybody check out What's the Dirt's channel. He got
What's the Dirt?
Channel.
We tuning in. We subscribing.
What's the Dirt? Bet. And then Keo came back with $100.
Oh shit, Keo. We asked for 100 and he dropped it. Damn. Oh shit, super chat is lit.
Bro said, last point. Y'all both literally are living a 100% different life due to a culture that champions the art over commercialism. Every battle rap fan I know in Newark, New Jersey loves the bars, so miss me with that entendres don't matter. quote, rap is not pop when you call it that and stop.
I get what you're saying. Now, don't get it twisted. I get what you're saying. You're trying to separate pop and rap. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to tell you is you can't separate Drake from that. Like, you can call him a pop star, but you still have to give him a rap star. He's both. He's just somebody that was able to create the lane in both, bro. It's hybrids in this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just certain hybrids in the game that could just do both, bro. And it's sad to say, like, because you can say the same thing about 50. 50 had records that people looked at was commercial. You know what I'm saying? He had his time where he had some commercial records. Kanye, you know what I'm saying? They've all had their time where they had, like, Kanye had a whole album, 808s and Heartbreaks, that was just pretty much popish type of like songs, you know what I'm saying? Like, to everybody, but it's still got hip hop. It's still Kanye. You're not gonna call Kanye a pop artist. He's still a rapper. He's still hip hop. That's what he does. So that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, you could say he made some pop records. Definitely some pop records. He has. I'm pretty sure he'll tell you he made some pop records. Nicki Minaj makes pop records.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? She's still a hip hop artist, female hip hop artist, probably the greatest, one of the greatest. You know what I'm saying? Female hip hop rappers. You know what I'm saying? She got bars, but she's a pop artist as well. You know what I mean? Just how it goes with these people.
Shouts to Brick City, Newark, New Jersey, right? You from Newark, right? Redman is from Newark. One of the greatest artists of all time.
Facts. So I'm
bar
Redman.
for bar, punch for punch, Redman is up there with anybody in history.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, Eminem himself said he had Reggie, Jay-Z, Tupac, and Biggie. You feel me? Like,
come on.
The number one person he said. Now, Redman would never go on record and be like, Drake's not hip hop. You feel me? Like, how do you define what is an MC? Are you moving the crowd?
Yeah.
You know, are you performing original material? Are you like moving the masses? Like,
come on.
Drake checks all those boxes.
He checks those boxes, man, every time, man. You got to give him that, man.
So regardless if he's like meets your credentials of what you want in hip hop, because back in the day, MCs were supposed to kick knowledge.
Yeah.
Now, I love Redman, and this is no disrespect to Redman, but what real knowledge is Redman dropping? He's rapping about smoking weed, fucking bitches. He's got amazing, clever punchlines. He's not writing records that like Kendrick is writing. He's not writing records like Cole is writing. It's like there's different. Every MC has their place in the game and deserves respect.
Yeah, like it's just a different time frame. Like, I don't agree with the rappers painting their nails and having this sad, depressed ass music, but that's a genre for these people. There's some people that's what they listen to. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Everybody got their own style, man. It's an elevated game, man.
And them motherfuckers want to be like, oh, them fools are acting white, but really they're being rockers. Who invented rock and roll music? Not white people. It wasn't Elvis. Shouts to Chuck Berry, you feel me? Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Do your Googles.
Speaking of different genres, well, two more super chats. This one's kind of so the money actually donated to.
Shut up, the money.
Great. He said Kid Cudi statue in Long Beach wears dresses right now.
Kid Cudi statues in Long Beach wears dresses right now. I don't even know Kid Cudi had a fucking statue in Long Beach.
How does he have a statue in Compton?
Yeah.
And he from Cleveland, but.
Speaking of Ohio, Marcus Boyd donated 10. He said, is that Al Block or AI? I'm from Al Block, was signed to Too Short in the 90s. Just wanted to say my father's family was sending love from Southern California. Love for you, bro. Toledo, Ohio.
Salute Toledo, Ohio, man. You know what I'm saying? Al Block, you know what I mean? Too Short, you know what I mean? Salute. Yeah, man, you know, it's just a lot of different like ways to look at it, man. But Mos Def is hip hop, Drake is hip hop. Mos Def definitely got the right to speak on it. He's a legend in the game, you know what I mean? He's an elder statesman in the game.
And then when he did his little rock album, that shit was whack as fuck.
He just was wrong on this one, Mos Def.
Nobody was trying to hear that shit.
You just was wrong on this one, Mos Def, but I love you in the movies, man.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Brown
Love
Sugar
you in the
Part
movies,
2.
man. Let's get it, man.
Which ironically was about an artist signing to a major label, but that's a whole other conversation.
That's like saying it's Busta Rhymes hip hop.
Dude, that is the perfect example. This is like, so we're moving the goalpost when convenient because Busta Rhymes has got records with Chris Brown, you feel me, that have nothing to do with hip hop culture.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But you can never.
You can never question Busta.
Leaders of the new
yeah, like come on.
A scenario with a Tribe Called Quest.
Come on.
Like come on.
You'll
man.
never be able to question Busta's hip hop. Like
Period.
come on, man. But his records literally transcend a lot of times, and they put your hands where my eyes can see. Those are pop style hip hop records that like get played in the whitest of the white areas, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna hear these songs in parties, you know what I'm saying? Past the Cavassier and shit like that.
Like hip hop doesn't mean that. Like back in the day, hip hop started as block parties in the Bronx. It was fools dancing with girls and turning up. You feel me? Like being like not getting pussy should not be synonymous with hip hop. Like just because like you're keeping it real in a room full of guys ciphering
wisdoms, which mean wise words being spoken. Get on the mic and watch the mic start. But like that's for them, that's always gonna be hip hop. It's like if you ain't rapping like that, like you know what I'm saying. Shout out Rakim, but it's like you know what I'm saying. If a motherfucker ain't rapping like that, then it's like oh man, he ain't hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like everything got to be about wisdom and wise words being spoken.
Come on, man.
And leaving the mic smoking. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
Stop provoking.
Yeah, like, come on. Like, that's not the only criteria to be hip hop, man. Like, and shout out Rakim, man. He's a hip hop star. You know what I'm saying? But he's not the only one, man. Like, it's a lot of these dudes, man. They make records for everybody, man. That's just what it is,
and
man.
they used to discriminate against regions. Like back in the day, people were saying NWA wasn't real hip hop.
Yeah, gangster rap isn't hip hop.
Do you know who Tim Dog is?
You know what I'm saying? Tim Dog. Damn.
Okay, so Tim Dog was a rapper that was popular in New York in the late 80s, early 90s. Now, don't steal on me for what I'm about to say.
Okay.
Because it was the name of his song that he made, okay? I'm not even going to say it. He said, fuck, then it was the name of the city you're from.
Yeah, straight up, okay.
I ain't even going to say it.
Yeah. Tim Dog's talking like that?
Yeah. He had a
Tim Dog, what's up with you?
Song called Fuck. You feel me?
Yeah.
Now, Rodney O and Joe Cooley, artists from the LA region, made Fuck New York
straight
as
up.
a response. You feel me? So, but at the time,
Rodney O and Joe Cooley got a record called Nutty Block too. Go run that up.
Shouts, you feel me? Shouts
to my niggas on the Nutty Block.
You dig? So, like, a lot of people were against and regionally biased against the West Coast. Now, could anybody at this moment say that NWA is not hip hop?
Man, no. Can't.
Dr. Dre, MC Ren, Eazy-E, motherfucker, Ice Cube.
You can't. You can't, bro. Like that's what I'm saying, man. You gotta, like, time evolves,
but they weren't there for those conversations.
Yeah, back then, they don't know. They don't remember that. Gangster rap. They was like, hey, killing hip hop.
Exactly.
You know
so that was considered taboo, and now you got Geechi Gotti over here.
Auto-tune is dead and all that shit. Remember when auto-tune they was saying was killing hip hop?
Auto-tune, you feel me? Which again, you know, that goes back to Zapp and Roger doing vocoder shit, like, which is like, it's just so funny the way people aren't even aware of the context of the conversations they're having and want to have these really outspoken critiques, but they don't really know what the fuck they talking about. Also,
they said R.I.P. to Tim Dog. Okay, R.I.P. to him, man.
I believe Tim Dog faked his own death. I don't know if he's actually dead or not.
Damn.
But if he is dead, R.I.P. to Tim Dog.
Tim Dog a fucking legend.
But you feel me?
Yeah, man.
He was a dope MC. Despite I used to hate on Tim Dog myself because I'm like, damn, you dissing the West Coast. You feel me? You dissing our entire culture and whoop de wop. But like, yeah, at the end of the day, like people really gotta keep things like this in perspective. Now, there's a newer debate that's been going on and is trending in Los Angeles. You feel me? Are you familiar with Dijon Paul from No Jumper?
Dijon Paul, yeah, hell yeah.
Have you seen his list?
The LA report card.
The LA report card.
Yeah. Shout out to Dijon Paul.
Shouts to him.
I ain't see he dropped a new list recently.
There's about to be a part 3 coming out.
Oh shit.
There's about to be a part 3 coming out.
Shit.
A lot of people are excited for it. Now, first of all, what are your thoughts on there being an LA report card?
I mean, I think it's dope. You know what I mean? It's always dope. I mean, you don't really... You gotta take all this shit with a grain of salt. I don't really, I think it's like if you put that much stock into it, then you put that much stock into it, you know what I'm saying? But I think it's always dope to see somebody out there giving their opinion on music, you know what I'm saying? Like giving their opinion on how they feel about it. It's a personal opinion, you know what I'm saying? It's his own personal opinion and whoever his team is.
Well, yeah, he has a whole entire Clubhouse group dedicated to assembling the list. And they're using, what I like is they're using actual metrics of skill.
Oh, shit.
Bars, punchlines, flow.
Shit.
These are part of the metrics of determining, but it's also
I better be on there, man. Letter to the Block just went crazy out
That's
in the
what
street.
I'm saying. Like Geechi Gotti, there's a lot of artists that deserve to be on this list that are being neglected, first of all.
Sure.
And then let's talk about, there's an entire demographic who, for the most part, have been neglected by this list, who is Mexican Americans, aka Chicanos, aka Latinos, you feel me?
Yeah,
like,
straight up.
who makes up, what, 70% of Southern California?
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Hell
like,
yeah.
demographically.
Can't take that from them, for sure.
When you be going to shows, when you be performing, who's in the audience?
Yeah, you're going to get a lot of Mexican fan base out there in these shows, man. For sure. Hell yeah.
And right now, some of the most talked about artists in LA are, not only are they Mexican, but they're from a specific region, San Gabriel Valley.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people want to, like, first of all, are they going to even be on the list? And a lot of people say, like, that's not LA.
Yeah.
Like, that's not LA. Why should that be on the LA list?
How
is that
graded then? Yeah.
How is that more LA than Long Beach, than Compton, than Inglewood, than any of these cities that are within a 15-minute drive of Los Angeles? Make it make sense.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you have to include them. You have to, you know what I'm saying? Because we talking just LA County and things of that nature at that point.
When
you know
fools get arrested in the SUV, they go into LA County jail.
For sure.
You get arrested in Palmdale, you go into LA County jail.
Up, that's it. That's exactly where you're going. You know what I'm saying?
Compton is just damn near as far southeast as you can get within the borderlines of LA County. You know what I mean? Like, and of course, if you remove Compton from the LA rap conversation, you're damn near.
But I don't really see them, even on a lot of them report cards, you know, I don't really see them put a lot of Compton artists on there either as well. You know what I'm saying? Like the few times I have seen, of course, I think you probably see the Roddy Riches on there, of course. I think I probably seen the homegirl Asia. You know what I'm saying? Out of the arms on there as well. But sometimes I be feeling like, you know, you got the Teasies, you got the Bullies, man. You got Lady, you know what I'm saying?
Compton AD, Compton AV.
You got AD, you got AV, man. It's a lot more, you know what I'm saying, that just be doing their thing. That sometimes they don't make these lists, you know what I'm saying? So I think sometimes they got to do a deeper dive in, like, you know what I'm saying? And of course, the artists probably got to do more to get their name out there or get their views up. But some of these dudes, like I say, getting views. And then it's like they stamp for real, you know, when you really stamp in your city, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, you gotta kind of tap in on that and understand that. So I think this report card thing, like I say, I don't know how they come up with the numbers, but I would love for them to, you know what I'm saying, like have artists more diversity of it, whether it's Mexican artists as well, because it is some dope ones, like you said, man. I just got hip to the Lefty Gunplay cat. You know what I'm saying?
He's out of here now.
Yeah, I just got hip to him, man. He's going crazy. You know what I'm saying? We spoke.
We gotta get Lefty on those studio,
we definitely gotta bring him up here. You know what I'm saying? Even like you said, we talked about the
Rowdy
black
Rax.
essay, man. Yeah, Rich Rabbit. We just talked about him. Who's a black essay rapper.
Right.
You know what I mean? Shit like that from SA Gang, but definitely a hip hop rapper. You know what I mean? So I think a lot of them names need to be on there. You know what I mean? This year, man. Like as far as what we say, just putting the diversity on there. You got to be diverse with it. Give everybody that fair shot. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we have a scene in LA that's kind of already like, you know, that people that's pre-established. You got these people that motherfuckers listen to, and they kind of and salute, because I fucks with everybody, man. As far as like, if they hot, they doing their thing, I ain't got no beef with them, man. Do your thing, make your music, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we supporting it, man. You know what I mean? Like, we ain't hating on it. We definitely want to see motherfuckers getting paid out here, staying out of jail, staying from in them graves. You know what I'm saying? Making this music. But for me, you definitely, though, man, you got to tap in with everybody, man. You got to be subjective in these conversations, man.
You really
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you feel me? You got to make sure that you like really tuned in to what the streets is talking about, and who really making noise and who really making moves, you know what I'm saying? And who really doing what they say they doing in these raps and making this shit happen, you know what I mean? So I think that would be dope to see on this year, whenever he drop it, you know what I'm saying? Just to see what names that he did. If he did have some Chicano, I don't say Mexican rappers and shit like that, yeah, hell yeah, I think that'd be fire. Like, I think they definitely deserve to be on that.
New York list right now, and you don't include like fools like Deep Thing or K Flock or you know, like Kyle Rich, Didi Osama. Like, if you don't include, you're not doing your due diligence. If it's only like still Jadakiss, Fabulous, and that's like you're not paying attention to what's currently
you missing out on what's
popping.
Yeah, you missing what's popping. Like,
and then like, okay, where do you draw the line as far as LA artists? Because you got fools from the IE going crazy right now.
Yeah,
like R3, King Beezy. You got these fools that are making a lot of noise.
Yeah.
So do they get included just by default, or are we considering that a whole?
Maybe he do a IE report card too or something, man. You know, I'm not sure if he do or not, but you know what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure it'd be tough to just do all Cali because you got the Bay.
Right.
You know
if you do all Cali, I mean, Stockton is going to have a huge presence. Sacramento is going to have a huge presence.
So if you break it down, but then in order to do those, you have to really do your due diligence and your work to tune in. So having people that's well versed in like all them different regions of California, you know, will be perfect. Yeah, man. I think having somebody like you a part of that, because you really tune into a lot of artists and you speak up for artists that you do believe in. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You let your voice be heard. A lot of people might even like other artists, but they're not gonna say nothing. They'll just go, oh yeah, for sure, let's go with the same 10, 15 dudes we've been talking about, you know what I'm saying, and doing that, you know what I mean? But the scene of LA rap, I see a lot of people this conversation a lot is like people like they have no scene right now. Like LA rap is dead or dying or all of this type of shit.
From the truth. And facts. Like, if LA rap is dying, then okay, this kid Lefty Gunplay. If I didn't witness his entire rise right before my fucking eyes, like this dude contacted me for an interview, and then I saw him blow up completely naturally, completely organically, completely off the strength of his charisma, of his just consistency and tenacity. You know, I'd be like, this is an industry plant. There's no way somebody could blow up this fast. But he went from like having less than 10,000 followers in a couple months to being, now he just had a meeting with 300 ENT and OTR Records,
going
you know
crazy,
what I'm saying, for
making noise,
a huge joint venture potentially. That essentially this dude is one Cardi B feature away from being a national act.
Cardi B feature is crazy, you know, the real. But I can see that though. Like I know I get exactly what you're saying though. Hell yeah, that's fire. You know what I'm saying? And I think that goes to show you, when you take your craft serious and you out here working, man, don't matter where you come from, man. If you working, they gonna see you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you gonna get seen by the right people. If the people not acknowledging you, don't worry about who not acknowledging you, and worry about that work. That work gonna speak for itself at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like that work it's gonna get you where you supposed to be going. You know what I'm saying? Like all you gotta do is just keep working, and the motherfuckers who passed up on you, who turned their head, they gonna have to see you because you're gonna be everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
There is literally not a more...
And then when ain't no double it back, we gone.
Period.
You know what I'm saying?
And there is not a more viral rapper in LA as far as virality than Lefty at this moment.
Okay.
And that's all based on the strength of just him. Like, the dude will make like 30 Instagram posts in a day and get stupid engagement in all of them. Like, you know how it be after you make your second or third post and like it's not hitting the algorithm like that. Every single post,
they tuned into him. Like I say, I just ran across him, man. As far as like ran across his music, ran across him on some interviews. So I'm definitely tuned in. You know what I'm saying? And seeing what he got coming with next year. Yeah, we can get him up here. We definitely with that. You know what I'm saying?
Shouts to him, King Cash, and the whole team.
Yeah, man. Any Hispanic though, Mexican rappers, man, we support it. You know what I'm saying? We want to see it. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it's dope when you got these artists, man, from different races and they out here putting on. You know what I'm saying? Like gotta support it all, man. You know what I'm saying? And this Cali, so you know, black and brown. Like, you know, if you just seen me last night, anybody that was on my live last night, you know what I'm saying? I was in the studio, man, with my Mexican partners, man. I'm talking like full blown, like, you know what I mean? Like real stomped down, like my, you know what I mean? My Mexican partners, like, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? We in that motherfucking, and they rap and do like the mariachi, like, type music and all that, rapping in Spanish and all the shit. We in there working on all kind of shit. So like, you know, like that. If you know, you know. Like, man, you got to tap in and fuck with your peoples, man. Like we all got this same struggle we going through. We all talking it probably a little differently. Don't get it twisted. These jail systems and prison systems kind of, you know, give us a kind of a separation, a divisive nature, and that's okay, because it's just a part of the, you know, it's just a part of our own system that we create amongst ourselves as well. But the respect is always override everything. You know what I'm saying? Because if it was that, then nobody would never get out them gates. You know what I'm saying?
Period.
You know what I mean? So the respect is always there. So I think gotta be the same way when you out here on this music, man. You gotta respect all races, man, that do this shit, man, and support them. If they fire, if a motherfucker weak, they weak. You know what I mean? If you whack, you whack. But if a motherfucker fire, give them they love, man.
There's a clear distinction between like what would be called Chicano rap, and whatever like regular West Coast hip hop was. Like there wasn't that much crossover and I love all these artists. So shouts to Mr. Capone, shouts to
for sure,
Mr. Shadow,
Lil Robs and all them motherfuckers.
Lil Rob. All these dudes are legends, but they had a very specific demographic. Now these dudes nowadays, they're like we just rapping. If you hear OGZ from if you hear OGZ rap, you wouldn't even think bro is Mexican.
For sure.
Heard him rap.
Exactly,
You know what I mean?
You wouldn't.
And then like so to me at the end of the day it's moving away from being boxed into and Rowdy even said that on when he was on the Mad Deep podcast with me. He was like, look, like I don't consider I'm a Chicano and I'm a rapper, but I don't consider myself a Chicano rapper because I'm making music
for whoever
to attempt to transcend that.
You don't want to just box yourself in and say I'm just a Chicano rapper. You know what I'm saying? That's just like a motherfucker just boxing themselves in saying they're a black rapper. Like they're only making music for blacks. Like no, you want everybody to bump this shit. You know what I'm saying? Whoever can feel it, whoever can relate to it.
When Lauryn Hill was like I don't like if you white, I don't want you slapping my music. 80% of her fan base shed a tear. Because it's like predominantly white people listening to that
listening to you, like respecting it, you know what I'm saying? And we got to get past that. Like, we know hip hop, black culture all day. We ain't taking that. We know what that is. That's our culture all day long. But the fact that other races have adopted the culture and wanted to join the culture and listen to the music and join into it, you got to respect it. That's how everything grows. You know what I'm saying? As long as you continue to uphold the standard of this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like and keep it as authentic as it started, it's gonna be, you can't lose, bro.
And there was literally, bro, Puerto Ricans and Dominicans from day one in hip hop culture, because in New York there's really not much of a distinction. You know what I mean? Like blacks grew up alongside Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, and all that. You look at the Rocksteady crew, the original breakdancers, a lot of the original graffiti writers, so they've been there. It's been brown and black from day one. So,
I see a lot of chats too. I want to salute some of them. They said, shout out Roddy Rex and Lefty. Somebody said, get OT up here.
Would love to have OT over here.
Yeah, they said, get Mexican OT up here. It's a couple other names I seen in there, you know what I'm saying? For sure, man. Like, hell yeah, man. And we got 2 new super chats, man. What they talking about?
Scully Vibes donated $10 each. He said, salute Gotti, you my #1 battle rapper, but I need that red and gray EFB colorway.
Yeah, the site down, we doing strictly hand to hand, like through me, Cash App, different things, because we trying to get the new site up and running. The system of the site was moving slow, so I would be getting people shit late and things like that. So I think we got to do, just move differently with it. I wanted to get it as we working on getting a new website up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, don't worry about that. But you can still DM me in the meantime with any colorway you see me with. We got it. You know what I'm saying? We get it to you all sizes. We ain't went nowhere.
And the will land.
Yes, and definitely get to you. And I got some pop-ups coming up real soon that I'm gonna be announcing that y'all can be able to just meet me in person, cop the merch in person. You know how we do it, man. Take a pic, let's get it right. You know how it is, you know what I mean?
And what's the other super chat?
He said, what did y'all think about Cat Williams going in on Ludacris during Suge Knight interview?
I didn't even see that.
I thought it was funny as fuck. You know what I mean? Like ultimately, Cat, that is one of the greatest pieces of content of the past several years. That interview right there. And just Cat, no matter what, even though I fuck with Luda, you feel me? Like, obviously, at the end of the day, like, Cat Williams going off on anybody, his perspective is just pure gold. He was off the right balance of yak as to where he wasn't too throwed, but he was loose enough as to, he was not holding back in the slightest. Shannon created the environment for him to just go off. Like, that was a beautiful thing to me. Like, you feel me? But I will say that Ludacris's response verse sounded very, now that's what I call music, 2007. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like
hip hop has changed a little bit since then.
Definitely changed. Definitely changed. Shout out Luda though, man. Throw them moves.
Come on, you feel
You
me?
know what I'm
Like,
saying? Throw them
what's your
moves.
to see?
Yeah, that's it. You feel me? Yeah, shit. I
Now-
fucks with Luda.
Now let's talk about some battle rap shit.
Let's talk about it, man.
So you, G Will,
Yeah.
Li,
And
Active,
And royalty.
Royalty,
Yeah.
all went out to Chi-Town.
Chirac.
To the motherfucking rack.
Yeah.
And did LA versus Chirac. What was that? What was the vibe like when you got there? Was it
Oh
turned
man,
up?
turned
Was it like,
up,
my
loved
fucking
it,
grade?
freezing, 6 inches of snow. They was going through down there like a snowstorm out there, which was normal to them. They out there in
they
sweatsuits like this. I'm out there with the biggest jackets and gloves and beanies and all type of shit I could find. The vibe out there was dope. TOS Battle League. Salute to my guy, Solid Foe, Lucci, True Foe, Coach Corleone, Merlot, Shiesty, Foe, and Cut Eastwood. That's who we all battled against. Dope vibe. Chicago was in the building. That was one of the realer vibes I got a lot of these cities I go to. You
That's
know
what
what
I
I'm
was
saying?
gonna ask about.
You know what I'm saying? That I liked the vibe there. Like I liked the vibe, you know what I'm saying? Just the people in the building, you know what I'm saying? It was organic, it was authentic, it felt like home. It was, I think that's why they received the material the way they did, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I loved it, man. They had some good food in there, you know what I'm saying?
You get some Harold chicken?
I didn't get none this time. I'm mad as a motherfucker, man. I'm mad I didn't get none, but I'm telling you, the snow was like damn near having me snowed in, man. Like we in and out like a robbery. You know, I did get me a Italian beef sandwich, you know what I'm saying, from a little spot out there. You know, I know they that shit was fire. It was my first time even having like a Italian beef with the peppers and all the shits how they had it. That shit was fire. But I've had heroes before. Fire, shout out the mild sauce and all the shit. Yeah, come on, you know what I'm saying? And it was another one that they said was fire on the other side of Uncle Remus or something like that. I guess they the competing ones.
That's the ops right there.
You know what I'm saying? But dope battle, man. Everybody did their thing out there. I think Cali, Chicago put on, you know what I'm saying? Like if you go, when these battles get to dropping, because there was no live stream, wasn't no pay-per-view, when they get to dropping, you gonna see it. Of course, we on enemy territory, excuse me for the yawning, but of course we on enemy territory, you know what I'm saying? We crossing enemy lines, so we not gonna get the same reactions that they probably got for certain lines, you know what I'm saying? I felt like going on the road and commanding that crowd and doing what we do, I felt like we did that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, it's also
I feel like
funny.
I got the win. I feel like everybody pretty much got the win, but I will say, without giving away too much though, like True Foe was amazing fire. You know what I'm saying? Active had some slip ups in that battle.
True Foe go
you know
crazy.
what I'm saying? Yeah, he had some slip ups in that battle. The energy between Royalty and Shiesty Foe probably was the highest energy of the night. They both bouncing around and bumping each other, pushing, looking like they about to fight. They had the most energy. Back and forth battle, Li and Cut. They probably had the best lines that the crowd was bringing their lines back and energy. You know what I'm saying? And that Li and Cut. Merlot and G Will, you know, they kicked it off, you know what I'm saying? They was both dope, two of the young guns. He one of the young guns out of Chicago, you know, G Will out here putting on for us, and then, you know, we main evented, me and being coach, you know what I'm saying? Ours was a 1 rounder, everything else was 3 rounds, you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, man.
You gotta drop a serious bag to get 3 rounds out of
Oh,
Geechi,
goddamn, yeah. You want 3 rounds out of Geechi. You got so when y'all be saying, yo, Geechi ripped out these 1 round, you got to tell them people get a little more.
Look,
a little more chili on they biscuit, man.
This
I don't even know if that makes sense, but you know what I'm saying. Get a little more
we need
chili
that
on
chili
some,
baga, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
Long live the ruler. Not like this is my like real life friend, and you are not doing a battle for me for less than 5 figures. You feel me? Period, dog. Like,
but look, imagine it be people hitting me up though, for 3 round battles and trying to get me.
Nah.
For like
it's not happening.
The low, and I'll be like, damn, bro, like you know you hitting Geechi Gotti right now. You looking for 3 rounds of me, not and this is not being just wrong, but it's like I've went to cities like, let's just use Chicago for instance. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm pulling up, let's say a 1 round battle, but like, and salute to everybody on the card. But I go to these cities. And 90% of the crowd is literally after the battles walking up to me like I only came to see you. I'm taking pictures the whole night.
Talk that shit.
When it's over, you know what I'm saying? Like anybody that salute to everybody in Chicago, I probably took 1 million pictures in this love because anybody that know me, every city I go to, I make sure I do that afterwards. I don't leave. I sit there, man. Like,
you outside.
I'm posted chilling, man. As many flicks, handshakes, autographs, whatever I gotta do, man. Selling merch, selling EFG. I'm right there with the peoples. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But like you getting what you pay for when you come with that. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's the whole experience. It's people that want to just be able to rock out. They want to be able to get a hoodie. It's somebody that just want to. You know what I mean? They might not never get a chance to. They might never got a chance to run into me. This they chance of getting that flick. I just picked my son up from school today. He go to school in Compton. You know what I'm saying? My middle son, Markai, go to school in Compton. And you know, I usually when I like, you know what I'm saying, pick my kids up and whatnot, I kind of don't be like, because I know like I'm known and whatnot. So like anyways, you know, I put the window down in order. You know, you getting the kids, you got to be in line and shit. You putting up, getting them and shit. So the window down. And salute to the brother, man, because he walking by with his son. You know what I'm saying? And he looked like, oh my God, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, yo, no disrespect, you know what I mean? Can I get a pic with you? You know what I'm saying? And this literally just me on some regular, you know what I'm saying, life shit at school, just handling some business with my kids, and I ain't mad at it. You know, he with his son, like, I'm a big fan kid, this tall, you know what I'm saying?
Dope.
Fire, you know what I'm saying? That. So I say that to say that when it comes to the leagues, when I come with my prices, it don't be on no disrespect or trying to like, or you know, and that's why I don't just do 3 rounds anywhere, because it's like I'm not even gonna waste my time if the budget ain't right, because I know what I'm coming with when I come to the table. Not only I'm gonna come up there and give you 3-4 rounds, I'm gonna go up there and go crazy, but I'm also gonna bring a lot of people through that door for you. I'm gonna bring an experience to that city for you. I'm gonna bring eyes on this battle for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna
encourage other artists
to come. Every small league I ever touched after I left it, you've seen all type of other artists who never battled on that platform go there.
Right.
They gonna go there now because Geechi done went there. I told niggas it's good. You got the young cats coming, then you gonna get the big names that's popping there. You know what I'm saying? I can go down a list of small leagues that I went to and been the first name of this caliber that goes there, and then next thing you know, you see them able to book other names and get the love prices and things that I do like that. Come on, yeah. Now y'all can come on. That's how we move, you know. So I think a lot of times, you know, in the leagues respect and they understand that. You know what I'm saying? They know what they book when they get me. So like, yeah, man. But definitely, man. The money wasn't even an issue when it came to this one being a 1-rounder, because they paid me exactly what I asked for the 1-rounder. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and they definitely, you know, they took care of everything business wise, on point, everything on point. You know what I'm saying? As far as the business with TOS, everything was good, and all the other artists that they had. They booked like 2 days worth of battles, but a lot of cancellations, a lot of backing out. So they you know they definitely had a lot of more battles. It was supposed to be Cali Smooth, it was supposed to be Ron Compton, Danny Myers, real name Brandon Hansel. You know, so it wasn't just supposed to be us fight. You was supposed to hold. You feel me? Yeah. It was like at least 12, 13 battles that was supposed to go down, and I think they're gonna run them back. We're gonna do a part 2. As far as I know right now that I can discuss is they want to bring the part 2 to this side of the map, you know, let them come to us this time, you know, we switch it up. So,
and the thing that's dope though is like, obviously, like you got LA, you got Chicago. Yeah, these are the 2 origins
of some gangster shit.
Hell yeah. Going back 100 years, literally. You know what I mean? To the Italian mafia that was in Chicago. You feel me? To the early days. Like there's gangs in LA that go back to the 19th century. I'm talking the 1890s. Yeah. There's barrios in Los Angeles. People ain't even aware of that shit. And then of course, like obviously, you know, GDs, BDs, Vice Lords all come from Chicago. Bloods, Crips, you feel me, all come from Los Angeles County. You know what I mean? Like
you're right about that.
There's no beef between these gangs because there ain't no GDs and BDs out here like that. I mean, like when they move out here for rap careers and shit, yeah, but there's no like active sets in the hood pushing that line.
Sure.
There's no Bloods and Crips sets like that actively pushing lines that I know of in Chicago.
There's no Bloods and Crips out there.
So like that kind of makes it cool. It's like there's gonna be it's almost more dangerous for other, you feel me, like to battle in regions where there are these type of gangs that are the same as what we got, but this is like 2 completely different worlds colliding.
Nah, that's a fact, man. It's
equal.
And so when y'all watch the battles, you hear a lot of that talk. You know what I'm saying? In those battles, like you're gonna hear a lot of gangster talk, man. A lot of my block, we don't got this on our block, but we do got this on our block. Oh, we know about this over there. We, you know, so I think these battles was what people expected. You know what I'm saying? As far as the lingo go. It was dope. It was fire, man. a lot of people in the building, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people in the building. The venue was dope, you know what I'm saying? A real popular studio that they got out there that a lot of artists frequent and shoot videos and podcasts and battles out of there, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to get the name wrong, so I ain't gonna say it, but definitely they showed a lot of love, dope hospitality in there, man, you know what I'm saying? And it was rocking, man, it was rocking.
Now, another thing that has been going on in battle rap recently, we've been seeing a little bit of tension from some of the,
the elder statesmen.
Elder statesmen going back and forth.
That's the word of the day, the elder statesmen.
It's the elder statesman pod. You feel me?
You know what I'm saying?
What the fuck was going on between Mook and Sirius?
Oh, man, yeah. Sirius Jones, man, Mook live with New Jersey Twerk. Mm-hmm. We seen my guy Twerk and Mook on live. Sirius pulls up. Looked like Sirius took offense to a bar Mook had when he battled Twerk. Mook said the bar wasn't like that, but long story short, things end up going left. I, for one, gotta say, ever since I whooped Sirius Jones in Homecoming, he done been going crazy.
He just spazzing.
You know what I'm saying? He been spazzing, man. We seen, as soon as I got off the stage with him, he been going in, man. I'm talking, man, Head Ice, Mav Hoffa, Mook. Sirius Jones is in his bag. He ain't playing with nobody. He won't smoke, and a good ass whooping like what Geechi Gotti do to you on stage. Usually do that to you, you know what I'm saying? But like, nah, I really think with them two, man, it's just, man, it's one of them things where battle rap is one of them places where it's like, man, sometimes just when the camera is on, you're not able to hear each other out. I think that conversation was better for off live.
And that was a lot of like when Sirius and I got into it.
Yeah.
Like, because I have so much respect for him, and I'm the dude that booked him to bring him back to the culture and, paid an exuberant.
Off live, I feel like that conversation goes differently. They end up able to understand each other, but it's on live. So at the same time as you talking, you looking at them comments. So as you saying something, you like, you see a comment like, oh, that nigga think you a sucker.
Right.
You didn't hear what he just said. So now you like, hey, what you said? What's that? And now it's all this extra shit going on to where it's like other people throwing jokes and they putting laughing face as soon as somebody says something. You feel like you the butt of the joke. So the energy is just not able to just be as authentic as it would be if it was just mano y mano, because now you got an audience, and like pride is a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
And it's funny to see like older heads falling victim to trolling, because it makes sense when like the youngsters be going back and forth and they do that, then they wind up really like pulling up on each other's blocks and like doing some police ass shit, like blah da 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 da, and it's all on fucking IG live. I've seen fools shoot at each other in the lives or on YouTube, and like, you don't think I'm like, that's literally like this generation. So they
was on there saying some shit though that was just like, it just got like to the point where it's like, damn, man, you don't want it to go this way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get it twisted. Argue online. Like, talk your shit for the battles. But when they sending the SMDs to each other and Jones accusing Mook of begging to eat some chick out and just weirdo shit that's like, whoa, this conversation going kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether these allegations is true or not, it's like this all sound too personal and too real to even be y'all putting this on live on Instagram against each other when y'all do have what we would think had a better rapport, because I seen
y'all for 20 years together.
Y'all sitting there doing the woo when you battling me. You know what I'm saying? So
Pop Smoke.
Yeah, you know what I mean? R.I.P. Pop Smoke, so for me it's just one of them things where it's like, yeah, man, like I don't think they should have went out that way, man. But like I say, man, Sirius Jones is one of them cats. I feel like if I had the time, I'd call him and I, you know what I'm saying, and really just holler at him like, look, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't take all this shit so serious.
And you ain't got shit to prove. You're
you
fucking
ain't got nothing to prove,
Jones.
you know what I'm saying?
You were signed to DTP back in the day. Like, you're a fucking lyrical icon. You're one of the most
Because I get where he coming from, where you thinking Mook said something and it was in a battle, so address it in the public.
So like essentially he had a punchline about
something getting socked and it's serious or whatever, something like that. But Mook said that wasn't what it was. But for me, I think that's why I say
it probably was what it was.
And it probably was what it was, because it don't make no sense for it. But still could have been serious if Sirius reaches out to you behind closed doors. You able to kind of like, all right, then y'all can bypass, because the bar wasn't enough to to like make headlines like that. Like that's not the story of that battle between Mook and Twerk. Nobody's talking like, yo, the Serious Jones shot wasn't that big to where it's making that. But the storyline of them rematching or something.
That's what I was saying. Unless they both being really intelligent right now and using the algorithm and to motivate conversations like this to make this potentially.
It would make me want to watch a battle with them again because I feel like them arguing out. Because I would rather that be the outcome than them running into each other and saying all this type of shit online and you know what I'm saying and fucking up their relationship to where it can't be reconciled. I'd rather see them get in the ring because like I say, when you start throwing the suck my dicks and the disrespecting other family members,
I don't
and
care to
things
see
of that,
those fools fight. I want to see them rap. Like if
rap.
I want to see fighters, I'm gonna go watch Tank Abbott or whatever.
Man.
You feel me?
Come on,
Why
Tank Abbott is crazy.
You feel me?
He took it back. Like, shit, Tank Abbott still fighting? Fuck.
R.P. Kimbo Slice. You feel me? Like, I'm just saying, like, why does it have to be within, like, I don't fuck with a rapper because they can fight or they're gonna, like, really kill you or this or that. Like, I care about your lyrical ability, your ability to rock the mic. All that other shit is irrelevant. Now, I'll ask you this. As an active battle rapper, if someone's using your name in a punchline in a battle that's irrelevant in a way that you feel is playing with your name, how do you feel? Are you at the point where you're too famous for it to even affect you, or do you like?
Way too, man. It's like I hear my name in every battle,
right?
Like every battle from the smallest leagues, like dudes I remember I was at a battle. Was it Hit List or something out here when Primo was battling this kid named Mello, and I literally just was walking in at the moment I'm walking in, and he got bars for me. Hey, yo, Geechi, and I said, until your man said, Geechi, you, and I'm like, who the fuck is this dude? What the fuck is he talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, but just in the middle of it, I just like, you know what, man, it's all in fair sport. He trying to make his name known. You know what I mean? The hottest dude. Go ahead, get your bars. I end up jumping in the battle. Cooking him just preemptive, like freestyling, jumping in. Oh my God, Primo round. If y'all watch it, Primo versus Mello, I just walk in, got my backpack on, I'm chilling, I got some EFG on me, finna do my thing in the building, and he get some boards. So I hear it all the time, man. I think, you know, it's what comes with the territory. I think what catches you off guard probably with, like you say, with them was the fact they've already battled, for one, and the fact that they probably were like, like I'm gonna say teams, but maybe he felt
they was definitely on the team
against me. So maybe that's what it felt. That's like if I get on stage, you know what I mean? That's like if I got on stage and Li's up there and then he got a bar dissing me or I felt dissing me, then I would be like, what the fuck? Or
y'all too close for that comparison. Yeah. I'll say Danny Myers.
That
you feel me?
Yeah, because me and Eli never happened, but I don't feel like Danny, but still Danny, Nitty. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like my brothers, you know what I mean? And then like, you know, any EFB. We've already battled.
You feel me? Like,
so now he up there rapping, he got in this bar, you know what I'm saying, on the real. Get knocked out like Geechi Gotti, motherfucker. I'm like, what the fuck? When I get knocked out, the fuck is you talking about? Like, like, you know what I'm saying? So I think that in a sense is where I can see the confusion, but
and you would look at somebody kind of differently. You might not like react to it. You might not say nothing, but in your mind, you probably gonna be, oh, that's how you coming.
I think it's because, like you say, it's because they had the relationship to where they sparred. So he was saying that, like, yo, we sparred. I never heard that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't hear you say that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So I would, like, if I sparred with Danny and we had 3 rounds of him rapping, and then he get up there, his boys like super dissing me, like on some shit like that, then that'd be different. But it's like if we ain't to that level where we sparring and we doing that, it's like, it's another bar. But it's now when it's my turn to battle, my shot coming back. Like, you know, that's the sport. The sport is, I heard what you said at that event. Now my turn when I'm battling a random motherfucker that got nothing to do with you. I'm about to have a haymaker about your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a sport, man. Like, you can't take it that serious.
But nowadays,
but Serious Jones' name is literally Serious Jones, so I guess he take everything serious, right? God damn serious. But that's what you get. That's the Gotti effect, man.
That is the Gotti effect. You feel me?
More super chats.
Okay, what they talking about?
Up right now, man. KO donated another $20.
Damn.
Salute Gotti, salute Lush, salute to the chat. My chat peeps know I wasn't flexing, but I always like to support black business and artists so they can create. When is the OG Smoke gray no studio and hoodies gonna be available.
Oh yeah, man, them coming back, man, real soon, man. Salute you even asking about that, man. Everything will be really back on deck within this next month, man. When I drop this album, man, we gonna have a whole pop up where you can come get hoodies, shirts, everything, man. Get physical copies. It's gonna be a whole lot of details coming with that. So I say by within this next month, man.
It's like everybody's like, where the powder at? Where the powder at?
Junkies from
the,
you feel me? They see me up here. They see me up here in the full, the original. You know what I'm saying? Come with the real. They like, Geechi, I ain't see you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to put this out the closet on him and let him know he still got it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we bringing it back, though. Definitely, man.
That's a man, though.
What was the other one?
Another one, that one's Magnet, $5 says, who else y'all want to see on the card with Nitty versus Lux?
Nitty versus Lux. Put me on there with T-Rex, man. Let's get that going, man. Let's get that going. Let's get Mook and Serious on there, man.
I think that they set the stage for that.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's get Mook and Serious, me and Rex. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy because at this point, there's only so many more top tier battles that especially when
let's get Tay Rock and my boy Jerry West on there. I heard they was going back and forth, man. Before get Jerry that look,
West, stupid underrated.
Get Jerry that look, man.
I fuck with that.
You know what I'm saying? Let's get Los Preem on there too. You know what I'm saying?
Come on. First Billy Boondocks.
That was just a shameless plug, man. We just watched Los Preem versus Danny on Watch. Y'all make sure y'all run that up when it drop. You know what I'm saying?
Another shameless plug. Yeah. Watch the last episode of No Studio In with Billy Boondocks.
Facts. Funny episode.
Like that was like,
I have Ron Compton coming next week to tell his side of the story, man.
Ron's rebuttal.
Ron got his side of the story. He ain't got no beef, no issues, but he felt like Billy got the story wrong from his perspective.
I'll tell you this, I love fucking Billy. I love Billy to death.
Pause on that.
Yeah, pause. I love yeah.
You gotta catch yourself on that one.
No, I love Billy, but he was saying things that were completely egregious and wrong
in your timeline, right?
Yeah. And I'm just like, you know what? I ain't even going, like, I'm gonna let you cook because he's one of the most entertaining dudes in the game.
I don't want to cut you off, but since we short for time, I want to get on this one too before we get out of here. You very versed in like God of War and MCU and comic books. Big debate. Shout out my guy New Jersey Twerk. He got the whole internet going in a frenzy right now from Twitter. I've seen videos on YouTube, all kind of shit going on, and the fans been talking about it. Battlers been talking about it. Casuals, randoms, everybody's talking about it. Who would win in a fight between God of War, Kratos, and the Incredible Hulk?
I feel like there's people older. Like I feel like a lot of fools would take out the Incredible Hulk. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What?
You feel me? Like
it's the way that they got the Hulk looking on these goddamn movies. Now everybody think the Hulk is just some sucker, man.
But the Hulk was like, to me, like he wasn't really as much of a. I think like
the madder he gets, the bigger he gets, the stronger he gets, the crazier he gets. So every time he get mad, he getting worse.
I feel like
people forgetting this. This is Hulk. Like that's why in the movies I don't like it because it's like he getting socked and he not mad no more. It's like the Thanos it just throws him down and now he the pussy and he man.
Hulk could barely beat Thing from the Fantastic Four back in the day. They was like that was a fade back in the day.
The thing is, people forget though in the comics and I'm somebody, man, that I fucked with the comics.
I'm a comic
coming up, man. I like the comics and it was a lot of different variations of Hulk. You know what I'm saying? So, like I always said, if we're just talking straight Incredible Hulk. Like versus Kratos, I got Kratos as well. I think he's probably a little stronger. He can beat gods and things that the regular Hulk probably couldn't have done. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta measure. That's a different measuring stick.
Yeah, but I'm saying I think, and then I see people say World Breaker Hulk, but I think they even forget it's two different words. It was a World Breaker Hulk, and it was one that was called Breaker of Worlds. You know what I'm saying? And literally, Breaker of Worlds Hulk, his whole MO is like they're saying he was be the world's strongest being, like nothing, like nothing could. So like they say nothing could survive, like nothing.
Right.
It's not a Thanos, not anything in the MCU MCU could survive at this. Like he would, the touch of his finger would break the whole stratosphere and
that's what
fuck
I'm saying.
everything
People
up.
talk about Thanos, but back in the day, remember Apocalypse from
Yeah.
X-Men? Apocalypse was like, yo, I'm as stronger than mutants
Yeah.
that mutants are for regular human beings.
on.
Like you talking about like a whole other species.
He's like the only person stronger than Breaker of Worlds was like the one above all or some wild
You
shit.
feel me? Like,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, you know, that's going over their head. They don't know about the one above all
Right.
and shit like that. But like, yeah, so when I think of it at his highest magnitude, it's like, and you talk about those comics and things like that, it's like where he just gets bigger and bigger to the point he's bigger than the stratosphere of
Breaker of
there's
Worlds
nothing.
Hulk,
There's nothing.
yeah.
Nobody's no way you're gonna beat him. But if we just talking just straight up Hulk versus that, then yeah, I get it. The regular traditional Incredible Hulk that we see, that yeah, he would probably take a L. But it would be a good ass fight though.
Because
It'd be a better fight than him and Thanos in the movies.
Would the damage that Hulk sustained be enough to anger him to the point where he's powerful enough?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. Like, yeah.
Or would he just get killed before it was
Yeah,
time
before
for
it's
him
time
to reach that level?
to reach that level, man. See, some people getting it. They got it, man. They like, yeah, they heard of it. But some people saying they hear about the Thanos. Like, that's what I'm saying, man. Like,
and a lot of people just be Googling shit and in the comments. You feel me? Like,
yeah.
keep it a full
Yeah, but if y'all do Google it, then Google what I just told y'all, man, and see if I'm making that up, man. You know what I'm saying? Google what I just told y'all, that exact name that I just told y'all, man. Breaker of Worlds Hulk. YouTube it, Google it. I guarantee you'll
Google
find
it,
something
which
on it.
rhymes with use a bitch.
Yeah, you dig what I'm saying? Use a bitch, Google it. You dig what I'm saying? Like, for
Cat
real,
Williams
for
and
real.
Ludacris.
Come on, man. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Any other things you want to chop about? Any little topic before we get out of here? You got
Man,
anything
I
that
think
we
done
didn't touch?
covered some bases. You
Yeah,
feel me?
for sure,
Like,
for sure.
Shouts to all the super chat donos.
Yeah.
Shouts to everybody tuning in week after
Salute.
week. You feel me?
Salute.
We gotta bring my guy Craig back. You feel
Definitely,
me?
man. Craig, get well, my boy.
There's been a lot of, you feel me, allergens in the atmosphere and
Oh, man.
you know, all kinds of people getting sick.
It's cold in here. It must be in the atmosphere. Oh, man.
With that being said, though, Ron Compton next week.
Ron Compton will be in the building, man, with his side of the Billy Boondocks Ron Compton story, and we can put a close and end to that chapter, and hopefully one day we can get them both to sit down.
That's what I was gonna say. That's the final chapter.
Yeah, and get them to sit down and and get past that, because that story sounds wild. But they both staples on this West Coast battle scene,
Absolutely.
doing their thing, and they they don't have to be the best of friends, but they, as scenes from sounding to Billy, like I even told Ron, it sounded more hurt than upset, sounded more disappointed than upset, even with the allegations of what they said happened afterwards. It just seemed like a lot of like misplaced anger and miscommunication between the two,
blurring the line between friendship
and battle
being
rap
colleagues.
and colleagues and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Which I think is a dope conversation piece, because in battle rap it is a blurry line. You know what I'm saying? A real blurry line. You don't know if this is your friend or just your colleague. Like, people sit next to you to learn things so they can say it against you in a battle. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I done known you, and I think that's kind of like goes back to the Serious and Mook thing. Like,
Yep.
I known you for all this time. We've been through all this, and you still going. Yeah, so I'm very excited to see what my dog Ron got to say.
Yeah, man. Y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy Geechi Gotti. We got Lush Uno. Shout out Levi behind the ones and twos.
Yes, sir.
Holding it down. You dig what I'm saying? No studio and network. Power by Ruin Your Day. Y'all tune in next week. See what else we got in store for y'all. We definitely got Illumagati dropping soon. I just did a record last night too. I definitely want y'all. I can't wait. If you know how to do like dances to music, tap in with me, because I need a, you know what I'm saying? I need them to get up there and do their thing. You hear me? Because this is one of those. If you a DJ and you want to have a club popping and you want it lit and you want to have a good, I got one for you. We got one, man. Shout out my guy M-Bone, man. Shout out my guy Larry J, making all the hits. Oh, we got one, man. We got one. And yeah, we finna go crazy with it this year. So you know what it is, man. Yeah.
Much love. We about to
No front, no faking, that's what you be doing. And in my hood,
Hold it up.
we call that studioing.
Real good job.
Yeah, that was a great episode.